Today is a very special day because over a year ago, on September 16th, 2023, we filled this 5-liter barrel with Buffalo Trace Mash Bill #1 White Dog, which is, well, it's over 51% corn, so this is now technically bourbon. This is a 375 milliliter bottle, so it takes 12 to 13 bottles to fill this up. We checked it throughout the year, and before we dump it, and I'll show you the dump process, we're going to go ahead and check the alcohol content. I'm looking for at least around 80 to 90 proof. We put it in at 100 proof. We did cut it because it comes at 120 because I was worried about the angel share raising the proof up too much. So let's see where we're at. As long as we're 80 or above, we're going to go ahead and dump it and bottle it. And are you excited, dear? Are you excited about the tastes? I can tell.
Absolutely.
We're just excited. So anyway, let's get started. First thing we're going to do is we're going to fill our beaker. Okay, we first have to open the bung hole.
Giggity.
Put our beaker under here. Got a very nice color to it. Should do it. Got a pretty color.
Very nice.
Very nice color. This looks like the same thermometer my mom used to use on me when I was a kid. Probably why I'm not very well adjusted. So let's put that in there and see where we're at. Chance to settle, which makes it 80 proof. We are right at 80 proof. Suitable. Now that we've got our proof logged, we're going to go ahead and take a couple of samples straight from the barrel. Just to kind of see what it tastes like.
Sounds yummy.
Sounds yummy. All right. A little bit for you, dear. Just a tiny bit. Should be enough. It's a little early in the day on a Sunday. We don't want to get quite rip-roaring yet. First of all, what do you have as far as smell? Getting kind of a citrusy little bit, with a little bit of a sweet kind of peach cherry kind of flavor. So that's kind of the moonshine part of this thing, I guess.
Something like that.
All right.
Oh, do you want to do a cheer?
Sure.
It's been a year.
Over a year. 13 months.
It's good.
Wow.
It's really good. I'm surprised.
Very good. Now, we filled this to the bung hole when we first filled it over 13 months ago. But picking it up and holding it, I obviously did lose some to the angels and the devils and whoever else is in there drinking it. So I'm not really sure how many bottles we're going to get. I'm hoping at least 3. But we're going to move on to the dumping process now, which is a new process I need to show. I kind of put this together myself on the fly, so it is a little janky, but it does work. Okay, we verified that our product tastes pretty good here. Now we're going to show the dump process. We have to do this a little bit clunky here because we're dealing with such a small amount. In the distilleries, they have these big wooden racks. They just take the barrel, the 200-liter barrel, and flip it over, and then it just dumps right into a trough that leads down into some of the filtering process. I don't have that set up here. I kind of had to make my own. So, with wifey's approval, we'll go ahead and start that process now. First thing I did was take a regular old stock pot. Isn't that nice?
Very nice.
Okay, nice and clean in there. I ordered a beverage valve from Amazon. This is suitable for all beverages. It's stainless steel and has a little rubber gasket on the outside so it doesn't taint the flavor of anything. And we're going to dump this barrel into here. But before we do that, we have to apply our filters. We need 2 levels of filters because there's small particulates and there's large particulates, and we want to make sure we catch them all. So to do that, we've got our large particulate screen that sits right on top. Just sit that in there like that. Now I'll show you how this stays together for the dump. Then we have some extra fine cheesecloth. So I've doubled this up. It's probably good in a single layer. Actually, I've tripled it up. Just want to make sure we catch everything. So that goes on top. And then we apply our clips to each side. I'll hold it all together. Isn't that genius? Look at that. Look at that. Okay. Now for the big event, make sure our valve's closed, open our bung hole, and we take our barrel and we flip it over like this, and it's emptying and filtering just perfectly. And the nice thing is we can just set this, and then if we open this, we'll be able to throw it faster. I think it's done. So the particulates that are in this barrel are just chunks of wood, literally just chunks of wood.
Thank you. If something happens to me, y'all, we know that the particulates is the culprit.
Side to side. So all the particulates, wood, charcoal, and that's all stuff we don't want in there. Okay, now that our dump is complete, we can take our filters off. We can bottle.
Let me take that.
Oh, that looks gorgeous. That looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
See that? That's gorgeous. Okay, now we're gonna bottle her up. Just bring it over to the edge. How many think we're gonna get out of here, Scoot? I say 2.5.
I say 1.5.
If you don't let it flow naturally, it really affects the flavor.
Not really.
We may only get 1.5 out of this.
Woman's always right. Is it almost full?
It's full.
Oh, well, but I'm absolutely wrong. It's
There's
probably
one.
going to be 1.5.
Awesome! We're filling up the bottle finally after a year. Yep, and then for the last little bit that's in there, we take a funnel. Look at that, 2 bottles.
Is that what you said?
I said 2.5, maybe.
And I said 1.5. So, hey, we were both right.
Okay, no barrel dump would be complete without bottling, labeling, and sealing. So we have our own woodshed labels that we had made, and we will fill them out on the bottled on, dumped on, and proof. The first thing we do is apply our cork. Good.
Still strong.
Now we apply our labels. Now these are not able to be sold. They are for entertainment purposes only. Okay, the final step after we applied our label is to seal the bottles. That way I can transport them in the car or whatever without them being considered an open container. At least that's what I'll tell the cops. And we'll put one over there.
Let's hope we don't have to tell the cops.
Yeah, excuse me, officer, I was just making my own bourbon. Okay. It's up here.
Navy man moonshining, huh?
Yeah. Okay. We ringed them up. Like shrinky-dinks.
I wonder how you did that.
Perfect. Okay, that is it for our barrel dump 13 months later in a 5-liter barrel with Buffalo Trace Mash Bill #1 White Dog, 13-14 bottles. Out of a 5-liter barrel, I managed to get 2 750s out of it. I suspect that's not so bad. Some of the other folks I've seen on the internet had all of theirs disappear in just a matter of months. I think the quality of the barrel that you use, constantly monitoring, checking ABV, and moving in and outside of different environments. Down here in Central South Texas, we're hot most of the year, so many times I'll bring the barrels in to sit in some nice air-conditioned weather for a few weeks before I put them back out. We're going to be doing some more barreling with a better barrel, and this time I'm going to not cut the White Dog when it goes in, because even though it's spiked up in ABV, it also spiked down a few times. Why we only got it at 80 proof. Next time I'd like to have it more at about a 90 to 100. For some reason I was thinking it would just go up and stay up, but it didn't. So you really got to keep checking it. We're going to go ahead and fill these labels out, and these are great for gifts or just drinking. This bourbon is as good as any cheap bourbon bottom shelf I've ever bought. It's better than some. So I think we'll enjoy it. What do you think, dear?
I think so. It's actually very tasty. I'm kind of surprised.
It is. It is. It came out way better than I thought it would.
Me too.
The color is just gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Look at it. Shake it up. There's nothing in it. Thank goodness.
It's all in our stomach.
Till next time. We still have, follow me and please subscribe. We still have a dumping of an infinity barrel coming up here very soon next month. And then one more barrel fill, and that'll be it for the year. Hope you guys enjoyed it. link below to when we filled it and to some other events. So please check out the channel. We don't just do bourbon, we do outdoors, we do fishing, we do projects, DIYs, kind of stuff like this. And maybe next year we'll do a little more politics. See you later.